All right, lads. I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life of prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye. For amongst all the gentlemen of fortune sailing these West Indies, he ranks amongst the most clever. There was a time when I thought myself the deadliest scourge of these seas. But this man is a fearsome dog that feeds off trouble and turmoil. I seen him clear the deck of a Spanish galleon like it were nothing. Fighting like a devil, dressed as a man. And he's a canny one. Knows his way round every crag and crevice of these islands. So if it's fortune and adventure you seek, then Captain Edward Kenway's your man. Only, don't meddle in his private affairs. For there's more mystery to that man than even I dare ask.
Hello and welcome to another stream of Assassin's Creed Black Flag to continue celebrating the 10th anniversary, with Phase 3 being a pirate focus playthrough. It's Tuesday, so that means there'll be 2 streams today. I'll be doing this stream and then ending it, taking a long break, and then coming back with another stream of the same game, Black Flag. What I'd like to do is do more of the story in this stream up till a certain point, and then if I get that amount of story done with still having a bit of time left up my sleeve for this first stream today, then I'll do some other side stuff. But I want to push the story forward a little bit more. Hey there, Ember. Welcome on in. You're awake today. Well, that's good. I hope you had a good rest.
What's our course today, Captain? It's a fine day for any kind of mischief.
What's your feeling?
I'll make no secret of wanting to see the British brought to heel. If we can take their gold and put it to use ourselves, I'd be a happy man.
Spoken like a true Welshman, Addy.
And what's your aim?
Master Kidd hinted at a prize he was eager to show me down in Tulum. Quite some distance, mind, on the Jackdaw Peninsula.
You trust him to play it fair?
I can't be sure. But he has a way of picking away at my conscience that gives me pause. I should go see him soon.
So long as we take some prizes along the way, I'm sure the crew will understand. I'll set a course for Tulum. Storm, Captain! Looks bad!
We've heard that dialogue so many times, but because I'm jumping back into the story, I wanted to have that dialogue be heard again without me talking over it. Oh, you haven't slept yet? Oh, I got you, Ember. Alright, so that's all the ships done. Let's have a look, see at other stuff. Alright, so let's deal with this region. Do some ship battling. Hey there, Afro. It's time to deploy some speed and power. Sure is. I'll also recap what happened in the previous sequence as well when I'm ready to jump into the story again. I did too, Afro. Yeah, I like this mini game as well. I'm not really a big fan of turn-based stuff, but the scope of this kind of mini game is such that I don't mind this kind of turn-based stuff. Alright, so let's send some of these away on missions. This is 8 hours of real time, so that probably won't pop up until next Saturday's stream of this. But this will work out well. It'll give us some money for that next stream. Alright, let's see if there's anything that I want to upgrade that only costs money. Nothing. Fair enough. I will have to get the upgrades for these though, because that's part of upgrading the ship fully. These aren't necessary, of course, for any ship combat stuff. It's only for hunting, but this is also part of upgrading, so I'm going to be doing that too. After a bunch of level 60 man of wars, one-shotting schooners, you mean, come on, that's cool. It really is. It's good to deal with them in that way. It's some distance, mind. Fast travel here to get a bit closer. And then when we're really close to the mission start, I'll recap what happened in the previous sequence. Because it's been since Sunday that I've done any story.
Our course today, Captain. It's a fine day for any kind of mischief.
What's your feeling?
I'll make no secret of wanting to see the British brought to heel. If we can take their gold and put it to use ourselves, I'll be a happy man.
Spoken like a true Welshman, Addy.
And what's your aim?
Master Kidd hinted at a prize he was eager to show me down in Tulum. Quite some distance, mind, on the Yucatan Peninsula.
You trust him to play it fair?
I can't be sure. But he has a way of picking away at my conscience that gives me pause. I should go see him soon.
So long as we take some prizes along the way, I'm sure the crew will understand. I'll set a course for Tulum.
Ember, please, no bullying of gunboats and schooners. If they get in my way, it's their fault. Afro, also you're an Odyssey owner now. You'll start playing it probably this weekend. Well, that'll be good. What version did you get? Like, what edition? Afro, you think it's the deluxe or gold, the one with season pass and AC3? Yeah, I got one of those too, as well. I think it was the one below, the highest one that I got, I think. After a second heist, yeah. Yeah, so I got that version too. You don't really need the in-game ship stuff. I don't blame you. It's like that with me in the version of Red Dead 2 that I got for Xbox. I didn't need to get one that had the online stuff included. In recent years, the only games that I've bought the most expensive version of is Valhalla and Watch Dogs Legion. Alright, let's recap what happened in the previous sequence. Sequence 3, The Republic of Pirates, in which Edward Kenway, newly named captain aboard his newly christened Jackdaw, set sail for Nassau, Pirate Republic, whereupon he reunited with old friends, Ed Thatch, Benjamin Hornigold, and James Kidd, and there, under the tutelage of his betters, learned the proper methods of captaining, seafaring, and pirating, and did ultimately cross paths with the Templar Julian Ducasse, whom he killed out of caution, wishing not to raise the Templars' attentions against him, as he continued his own private search for the mysterious observatory, and the only man who knew its location, the Sage. And the last memory that we did in Sequence 4 was this old cove. Edward explores his new Great Inagua hideout and discovers more than a few strange secrets there. Afro, it's racing games with you, getting the best version. Cool. Yeah, that's it. You know, I don't know if I'll get any of those sorts of versions for other games moving forward, but it'll just depend on the game, I think. Like, probably Alan Wake 2, I'll definitely get the version with the most content. Ember, in your first playthrough, you did not realise Great Inagua was going to be Edward's home from there on. Oh, I see, Ember, yeah. Well, that's it. There's nothing really that brings you back there, story-wise. So it'd be understandable that once you do this part of the story to go off and do other things and then not realise that it's like his hideout. Why were two of them? Oh, Jesus Christ. Ember, this time you went and upgraded everything. That's good. When men blindly follow the truth, remember, nothing is true. Afro, you think getting the best version for games depends on how much you're going to play it. Like with racing games, you just know you'll be spending at least 500 hours in it, so it's worth every penny. That's definitely a good way to gauge it as well. Because you don't want to spend that much money if you're not really going to get the most out of it. And getting the most out of it isn't just in terms of like the actual content that you get is worth it, which is definitely a big thing, but also it's about how much is it worth to you in terms of like how much playtime you're going to put into it. Thank you, game, for choosing the animation where Edward slowly moves towards the target, not the animation where, when running at them, he basically knocks them out as he runs. See that? I was doing the exact same button presses on that other assassin, and yet the other time Edward didn't do that kind of knockout. I have Shin, yeah, I heard it yesterday. And the other day before. How's it going, dude?
Ashkubetik leti white sokano tustal ambi. Keshma uyoheletus.
Oh yeah, that is a good thing that they have.
Untulak tutuus, ubukin tiguno, untul winig sug, ukonigel mashake, bukahu masuptal, yanwaltiletie.
Edward, you're too slow. You could have been able to do that quick and not be detected. Ember, cool that you bought some games from us, but you aren't active for 3 weeks. Here is your 1 week notice, and your account will be closed, and all your games and other platforms will also be gone. Is it 1 week notice, though? And this is the other thing with stuff. Sometimes when people joke about things, the people seeing the joke think they're being serious, and then that creates misinformation. Now, I haven't looked into it myself, so I don't know what amount of time has to pass, but I'm sure it's not just a week. But you kind of made that up, but their tone was like that, you felt like. But that's the other thing too, like, tone is very hard to get in text form. It's easier to know someone's tone in audio when they actually say something. Like, for example, if my tone of voice for when I'm talking about something I like is, yeah, I really like that movie. It was so good. It made me laugh a lot of times. That's not matching what I'm actually saying very well. If it was a movie that I didn't find funny, then I'd be like, this movie was boring. It was so hilarious. You know, but if I genuinely liked it, I'd be like, oh man, that movie was so awesome. I absolutely loved it. But in text form, unless you're using like emojis and stuff as well, it's a bit hard to really know what tone someone's going with when it's just text. Which is why it's probably better if when they announce these things, they actually have someone announcing it on camera. Now once we get past here, a checkpoint's created, so if you get desynchronized, it'll just put you right there.
Jesus, kid! You led me into a mess. Is it these monks guarding the treasure you promised me?
I told you I had a secret to share, but I didn't say it'd be easy. Now let's get this door open and I'll show you what's inside.
We're onto something. I can feel it.
Captain Kenway? Where is the assassin, Duncan Walpole?
Dead and buried. After he tried to kill me.
We are not sorry to see him gone, but it was you who carried out his final betrayal. Why?
Money was my only aim.
Should I find comfort in that? You murdered our brothers and sisters in Havana.
He has the sense, Mentor.
James tells me you treated with the Templars there. Did you see the man they called the Sage?
Aye.
Would you recognize his face if you saw it again?
I reckon so.
I must be certain.
Not a word. Come on.
To buy, indeed. To buy. To buy or not to buy? That is the question.
You walked me blind and backwards into this mess, kid. Who the hell was that jester back there?
Atabai, an assassin. And my mentor.
So you're all part of some daffy religion?
We're assassins and we follow a creed, aye. But it does not command us to act or submit. Only to be wise.
Oh, do tell. I'd love to hear it.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. This is the world's only certainty.
Everything is permitted. I like the sound of that. Thinking what I like and acting how I please.
You parrot the words, but you do not understand.
Don't get haughty with me, kid. I followed you as a friend, and you tricked me.
I saved your skin bringing you here, man. These men wanted you dead for what you did in Havana. I talked him out of it.
Well, cheers for that.
Aye. Ah! The way forward's blocked.
That's a door, I reckon.
Aye. And there should be some way to open it. A mechanism somewhere.
Like a capstan.
Those blocks up there. Try moving them.
When Edward says, you know, so you're all part of some daffy religion then, I can't help but think of Daffy Duck. And Daffy Duck being the leader of a cult. Some daffy religion.
Those blocks up there seem like they might move with a bit of weight.
Oh, damn it!
Easy, Kenway. This ain't like climbing Ratlins.
So it's you lot them Templars have been chasing then?
Until you came along and mucked things up, it was us chasing them. We had them running scared. But they have the upper hand now. The door's mechanism seems to be broke. Let's find another way around. Follow on, man. Jump! You still drawing breath?
Enough to curse you with, kid!
Yeah, Ember, enough to curse you with.
Must be a great treasure beyond.
Treasure. Right.
Whatever's waiting at the end of this path had better be worth my time.
That'll depend on you.
How's that?
What I'm taking you to see may spin your head right round. I only hope you can take the shock of it.
I can handle myself.
That's right, Ember. Yeah, that's what he meant. Sorry, that's what she meant. But you don't have to have eagle vision to be an assassin. That's not a requirement. But it's enough to have Artabai feel like maybe there's something about Edward, but it's more Mary. Mary is the one that has... Mary sees through Edward's surface level of, I'm just going to go and do what I please. Because she knows that there's more to him underneath than that. And one of the ways that she knows that is because he has, eagle sense as well. And I think that's enough for Artabai to not want to kill him outright as well. Ember, interesting. I thought you need Isu DNA so you can do parkour and stuff. Oh no, Ember, no. It just so happens that a lot of the assassin characters that we've played as have Isu DNA in them. But it doesn't mean that someone who doesn't have Isu DNA can't do those things like parkour.
Is this it then? The grand prize your mentor asked me to see looks nothing like the man they called the Sage, I'm sorry to say.
Keep your trousers tied up. With one more riddle to solve. These statues are like the ones we've seen before, but with pictures carved on them.
There's pictures carved on the floor as well. None of the same sort.
There's a correspondence then. But what? There's a difference between them animals on the statues and them on the floor. Do you see it?
Aye. One group is predators. The other is prey.
Which predator goes with which prey? That's the question.
Right. There's your correspondence. Match a predator with its prey.
Lend me a hand here, will you?
Oh yeah, absolutely, Ember. Yeah. Such a great performance, and Mary, such an awesome character.
Lend me a hand here, will you?
Ember, keep your trousers tied up. Lines like that gave away that she was a she. You know, the interesting thing was, the first time I played it, I didn't pick up on that, because mainly I was focusing on other things, which when I'm doing a game for the first time, it's a bit hard for me to take in every single thing.
That's it.
Hello there, Grace. Welcome on in. How's things going?
Jesus, that's him, the Sage. But this thing must be hundreds of years old.
Older still. You're certain it's him?
Aye. It's the eyes that mark him.
Did the Templars say why they wanted this Sage?
They drew some of his blood into this small glass cube.
Like this one?
Aye. They meant to ask him about the observatory too, but he escaped.
Huh. We're finished here.
Ember, there were a lot of things going on. There really was, you know. Grace, you have coffee. Things are wonderful. That sounds great. Coffee is definitely awesome. It can make things wonderful, that's for sure. It's interesting because the statue of the sage there, not only is it the different coloured eyes that is the same as Bartholomew Roberts and John Standish in present day, but also the fact that they have just a mustache. But the thing is, though, those elements are kind of like not mutually exclusive in terms of, like, you can have a sage who has no beard, but their eyes are two different colours. That doesn't make them any less a sage, like a rebirth or reincarnation of Aita. you know. But the way that they've done it in Black Flag is that they've made the face model of the statue match the face model of Bartholomew Roberts, which matches the face model of John Standish. They just changed John Standish's hair style, of course, and what clothes he's wearing. But in other games in the series that have Aita Reborn in it, they don't necessarily have the same kind of like, you know, facial structure. The only thing that stays constant is the two different colored eyes. Although there has been some lore introduced where it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the Sage of Aita. It's very weird, because there's certain characters that you could argue are a sage as well, but they don't necessarily visually look like it. Like Jacques de Molay is supposed to be a sage as well, you know, but we don't. I mean, granted, he's a really old man by that point, so maybe if he was younger, but his eyes aren't a different color, you know. So it's one of those things. It's like with Desmond in Assassin's Creed 1, the exact same face model of Desmond is Altair's face. In Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, Ezio's face model is the same as Desmond's face model. It wasn't until Revelations that they decided to make it that the face model for Ezio wasn't the same as the face model for Desmond. And I think it was wise to do that, because it then allowed them to not be restricted to only having that be a thing, you know, so that when Connor came along, they could have Connor with a completely different face and facial structure to help his character stand out better, you know. But it's just one of those cosmetic things. It's not necessarily something that you can attribute to the actual in-universe of the lore necessarily, but that kind of stuff can be very tricky as well, especially with video games, you know, because with a movie, we can sort of like know that how something's being represented in the movie is how it's supposed to be, you know. If someone is supposed to look like a human, they'll look like a human, you know. But in video games, you can have something that is purely for cosmetic purposes, but in the next game, in the same series with the same character, things change. Like you might have a character who looked one way in one game, and then in the sequel, they look completely different because they've used a different, you know, source for the thing. It doesn't mean that the character is different in terms of like what they've experienced and all that kind of stuff. And with Assassin's Creed, you've got characters that, you know, do certain things, but it's like, is that totally character stuff, or is it also gameplay stuff as well?
What the hell did I just see back there? Jim!
Amber, now you can place the face. You were wondering where you saw that face, but you couldn't remember until now. It's that character in Breaking Bad and some other TV series. Really? Oh, okay. That's cool. Fun thing is, if you use Altair's outfit in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, you play as basically Altair. That's true, yeah. There's this character that hangs out with Todd's uncle's gang in Breaking Bad Everyone Hates. The Sage looks a lot like that. Well, this was 2013. I don't know when Breaking Bad started, but there's definitely things about, you know, people's facial structures and things that can be very similar to other people's as well. Like, there's just certain aspects of the human face which you can find in multiple different people. It's just that all the other aspects blend together with that to make them stand out differently to someone else, who may still have one aspect of the facial features the same, but the rest is different. You know, but then you get some people who have more aspects to their face that are the same as other people's aspects to their face. And that's why I think you get some confusion between certain people, where people will be like, oh yeah, that's such and such. And then someone will be like, no, it's not. That's not them. That's them. This is someone else. And the other person's like, but they look like twins. It's like, if you have a look, you can tell that they're really not. But it's just one of those things too, where everyone's perception is different as well.
Quiet.
The statue in the temple. Was that the man you saw in Havana?
Spitting likeness, aye.
It seems another sage has been found. The race for the observatory begins anew.
Is that why we're whispering?
This is your doing, Captain Kenway. The maps you sold to the Templars have led them straight to us. And now the agents of two empires know exactly where we operate.
Leave this to me, Mentor.
They have taken Edward's crew as well. I wonder what their lives are worth to him.
Take this. You'll attract no attention, and take fewer lives. Use them darts on this one coming now. Quick! Quiet and effective, see?
You've seen this temple here? It's massive.
Aye. I'm wondering if it's full of gold and jade and the like.
Has to be, don't it? Where else would the Dagos get it?
They're pulling it out to the ground, aren't they? Stop, I tell you! Let me at him! Look, there!
Oh really, Grace? You have a small pupper. Things have improved. Oh, that's really cool, Grace. That's awesome. Assassin's like... Oh. I let them go. Oh. I was going to say Assassin is like, please help me. It was like, first this treasure chest.
Many thanks, but no forgiveness.
It was a slaver who brought these soldiers. Lawrence Prince himself.
Ease off, mate. You ain't got nothing on us.
Plague and perish if this ever happens again.
Oh, that's great, Grace, that you got there safely. That's great that you're there and visiting Crooked and Levy. That's awesome. Dogosino.
Cheers, Captain.
fella we brought here. What a sourpuss he is.
A slaver named Prince. I'm told he has a letter of marque from Governor Hamilton, and that we're to afford him every courtesy.
Well, that's a queer combination.
Look, all I know is he's looking for someone, and we're to help him find it.
Is it out of kindness you do this? Or guilt? Let me up, Tosbot, and face me like a soldier.
Christ. What a mess, eh?
Stop you! I'll turn you off! I've got a clear shot!
I may thank you later, if you manage to live through this.
That dude who just spoke then, he's one of the redcoats that Haytham interrogates in Assassin's Creed 3 in the mission where Connor is accompanying him and they're trying to get the information. He's the last one that they interrogate.
He's mine!
Death and disease to these slavers.
Who's out there?
See that mangy old codger? He's a Dutch slaver called Lorenz Prins, living now like a king in Jamaica. Bastard's been a target for years. Bloody hell, we nearly had him.
By God, you bravos are a cheery bunch, eh? All frowns and furrowed brows.
Captain Kenway, you have remarkable skills.
Thanks, mate. It comes natural.
But you're churlish and arrogant, prancing around in a uniform that you have not earned.
Everything is permitted. Isn't that your motto?
I absolve you of your errors in Havana and elsewhere, but you are not welcome here.
Sorry, mate. Wish it were otherwise.
Cheery bunch of mates you've got.
You deserve scorn, Edward. Prancing about like one of us, bringing shame to our cause.
And what is that? Your cause?
To be blunt, we kill people. Templars and their associates. Folks who'd like to control all the empires on Earth. Claiming it's in the name of peace and order.
Sounds like to cast his dying words.
You see? It's about power, really. About lording over people. Robbing us of liberty.
That another message from one of your friends?
Aye. I'll show you.
Yeah, it is a good moment, Ember, where Tobias shows a lot of wisdom and maturity. Exactly. you know, and he basically recognizes that Edward has done a good deed, but at the same time, it's not enough to be able to just be like, yeah, you're all good now. But he's able to at least get away with his life intact. Because I'm sure that Artabai still would have been contemplating killing Edward, maybe. Not saying that he actually was, but potentially he might have been contemplating that still. But obviously whatever he was thinking, he decides to just basically say to Edward, look, you know, thank you for what you've done here, but you're not welcome here. Leave, kind of thing.
I know you ain't exactly impressed by our creed. So would the sight of money make you more friendly to our ways?
As ever?
Then work these contracts round the West Indies for us, and we'll pay you. As simple as that.
Okay, so won't be doing that for this playthrough. But I do intend to do that for one of the phases. Have that be part of the playthrough. Of celebrating this game's 10th anniversary. I don't actually know how many phases I'm going to do, but I am glad that I'm doing more than just 3 playthroughs to celebrate this game's 10th anniversary. I was sort of doing that with the other games to celebrate their 10th anniversaries in previous years, but for this one, I wanted to do something extra special.
Captain has the helm.
So this is the new Libertalia, eh? Stinks the same as every other squat I've robbed this past year.
Oi, oi. Why the long face? You fallen in love?
With your blouse.
You're welcome to Nassau, gents. Everyone is that does their fair share.
Fair share? What is this, a fucking monastery?
We was led to believe that Nassau was a place where men did as they pleased.
Safe keeping others from doing the same. Aye.
Captain Thatch, as I live and breathe. What is this magnificent muzzle you've cultivated?
Why fly a black flag when a black beard will do? What brings you two gents this far north?
The word is, Cuban governor himself is fixing to receive a mess of gold from a nearby fort. Until then, it's just sitting there, itching to be took.
Governor Torres himself, eh? Sounds promising.
Welcome to Nassau, Captain Vane. Mr. Rackham.
Now, where can a man find a bit of rough? Do you know what I mean?
I did too as well, Ember. Such a great character. I like that line. Fair share? What is this, a fucking monastery? It's one of my favourite quotes of his. Thank you, Harbinger, for leaving the lurk. I hope that you have good workout time. At workout, thanks for leaving the lurk. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the awesome support at workout. That's not what you wanted to happen. Sometimes comedy comes from unintentional or our unintentions. I hope you have a good workout, Harbinger. This stream's going to be focused on doing story stuff, but when I take my break in probably about another hour or two, I think. It's almost 5 p.m, so I'll probably do another 2 hours. So I'll just do story for this stream.
Captain's helm!
And then the next stream later, I'll just focus on collecting stuff. Because by that point, there'll be more areas open for me to actually collect things. Because, I mean, we've opened up Tulum now as a place that we can go to.
Johnny Poker, come rock and roll me over.
Now you're ready to sail for the
farewell and adieu to you Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu to you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail for old England, and we may never see you fair ladies again. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the salt seas until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From ocean to Scilly is 35 leagues. We hove our ship to with the wind from southwestward. We hove our ship to deep soundings to take. 'Twas 45 fathoms with a white sandy bottom. So we squared our main yard and up channel did steer. We rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on
Some
the
good meat here for
seas
spearing, Captain.
like soundings in the channel of old England. From ocean to Scilly is 35
We will be dragged down to our deaths.
Hello there, Levy.
Let every man drink off his full bumper. Now let every man
Starboard!
drink off
Some
his
wrecks
full
cargo
glass.
and douse
We'll
up!
drink and be jolly.
So, what'll you do with your share of the gold we take from Governor Torres? Return to Africa, prince among men.
I cannot return to a place I've never been. I was born in Trinidad, a slave from my first breath.
Ah. But wouldn't you feel, I don't know, more welcome there?
As you might feel more welcome in Paris.
Fair point.
With this skin and this voice, where can I go in the world and feel at ease? This country here is my best chance. This country called Jackdaw, where I know the names of all citizens and they know mine, and we work together. Not always out of love, but to keep our country afloat.
I understand ye. Let's take her then.
For the citizens of Jackdaw. Loose and catch the wind!
More sail!
Incoming ship!
Guns keep us safe distance and use the water!
Awaiting your mark! Captain Landpack Cloud got us square! Fire! Working on Captain! That's where the most tender! Fire! She's weak as right there, Captain! Eat her sticks! Fire!
Hit her from a six!
Fire! Clues down! Catch some wind! Stand down! Let's get moving!
All sail! Shroud it on!
Fire! Let's all exposed! Take the shots up!
We should get closer, Captain! Finish the job!
Every last... Enemy making for us, sir! Fire! Left themselves exposed! Fire! Ready to spit them! Red! Douse the gallants and royals! Captain Lancerman, there she Fire! Head out some sail! Loose on! Ease off the wind!
Don't
fly about! Get to your seats and hold! Loose main sails! Crowd it all on, lads! Hold tight, here they come! In with a will!
Sei morto!
If they come, grab them death for us! Take the fight to them! Ours, all ours! Here! Here! Reef in, all tops! Muzzle that duck, my trumps! Guns overboard!
¡Tú, alto! ¡Rápido, está ahí mismo! ¡No lo perdáis! ¡Allí está! ¡Mantenedlo rodeado! ¡Está por allí! ¡Detenedlo! ¡Estrechad el cerco! ¡Rápido! ¡Se está escapando! ¡Disparad si tenéis ocasión! ¡No lo perdáis ahora! ¡Ah! ¡Ahí, a por él! ¡Es mío! ¡No escapará! ¡Lo tengo a tiro!
Well, hello, Your Excellency. I'd got word you might be here.
I know your face, pirate, but your name was borrowed the last time we spoke.
Ah, yes, I recall. Mr. Duncan Walpole. I missed that one. So, what's a Templar Grand Master doing so far from his Castillo?
I'd rather not say.
And I'd rather not cut your lips off and feed him to you.
2 years ago, we offered a reward for the sage's recapture. Today, someone claims to have found him. This gold is his ransom.
Who found him?
A slaver by the name of Lawrence Prince. He lives in Kingston.
We like this story, Torres. And we want to help you finish it. But we're going to do it our way. Using you and your gold.
I'd rather not say. And I'd rather not cut your lips off and feed them to you. I love that line. Alright, let's upgrade the chase cannons. In my second stream today, I'll focus on getting materials and doing exploration and getting treasure chests and all that kind of stuff. But this stream is just going to be focused on story.
Captain has the helm.
Give me some speed! The royals are tops! Main...
Say, was you ever in way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises, early in the morning. What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises, early in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with the hose pipe on him. Early in the morning. Way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises, early in the morning. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Early in the morning. Way up she rises. Way up she rises. Way up she rises. Early in the morning. Hey! We'll heave him up and away. You young sailormen, listen. Whiskey is the life of man. Hey, boys. Oh, where am I to go, me Johnny? So where am I to go? Way, hey, hey, I roll and go. Oh, where am I to go, me Johnny? So where am I to go? For I'm a young sailor boy, and where am I? The west old ship that ever did sail sailed on a Erich on a windy day, and we're waiting for day, waiting for day, waiting for day that we get our pay. She was built in Roman times, out to get a whip.
No fresher cats in town. Just look.
Here's how it goes. Torres meets with Prince, carrying a portion of the ransom, saying the rest is close behind. When we see the Sage, you bring in the rest of the gold, make the swap, and get out. I'll be watching all from close by.
No, Kenway, you run this scheme alone, at the risk of losing the faith of your crew. It makes me ill to think of you bartering with that wretched slaver.
Come on, mate. Once we have the Sage, we'll all be rich.
Not if young Master Kid gets to him first.
Kid? Jesus. That lad's here to kill him.
Edward, what the hell are you doing here?
I'm tailing these men to the Sage. Can you hold off till he appears?
The Sage is here.
Aye. And Prince is leading us straight to him.
All right, Jesus. I'll stay my blade for a time, but not long.
Those box the Jesuits. What's it we used to say?
Another drunkard.
Do it, or I'll blast you to purgatory. If you plead it in, that's your last.
How long has it been since our last meeting, Senor Prince? A year?
Near 18 months. You first described this Roberts fellow to me in November of 1715.
In at the moonshine. What in heaven's name? Is that some... What? Man, that loon.
Ah, see. Much has changed in that short time, you know. None call me governor, for instance, for I quit that post last year.
Ah, I was not aware.
So many churches in Kingston. Have the English at last taken to converting their slaves to the Christian faith?
Ha! Convert them? God knows, Torres, there's none here so foolish as that.
Foolish? How do you mean?
Is it not a sin to enslave a fellow Christian? Therefore, to transmute a slave's soul from animal to man would be tantamount to inviting one's cattle to the dinner table.
Forgive my impatience, but how far is it yet?
We are nearly there.
Hello there, Godfather. It's going really good. How about yourself?
Stand your ground, slave, and face corporal punishment like a man.
Why act like a man now, when you have denied me that right for 30 years?
I find your bearing appalling, Prince. I believe all thinking, feeling men deserve respect and opportunity.
Ah, you Spaniards. Your long ties to the Moors have diluted your blood and softened your hearts.
This is not to say I believe in the natural equality of all races or sexes. Surely men with talent and intelligence should lead. But there is no true profit to be gained by the practice of slavery. In the short term, it makes us money, see. But in the long term, It will render us the victims of our own success.
Ah, but you and I, sir, old as we are, will not live to see that unfortunate day. So why bother?
Not so good, Godfather Al. Oh, that really sucks to hear. I hope that things can start looking up for you soon, though.
Watch for your step, boy!
For virtue, if nothing else.
Virtue? Oh, Torres. I have no wish to waste my day chattering about slaves and their pitiable condition. Let us conclude this transaction, then celebrate as friends. Other stories about you, true, sir. You were a governor in Florida for a time.
See. I am one of a number of civil servants in my family. A long line of politicians.
Hey! Hold a moment,
I have always toyed with the idea of entering politics myself. Only if I do not know.
Speaking of stories, Prince, I've heard it said you were with more than the day you shot Panama. 1671, was it?
Oh, it's all true, yes. But let us not overesteem the honors forged and won on the battlefield. That skirmish was a deadly one, and a tremendous waste of coin and resources. It wasn't until many years after that I sheathed my sword in favor of a far safer and yet more profitable venture. Capital and resources. That's where money is made. And sir, let me tell you, honor bought is more enjoyable than honor won, if a touch less permanent.
I grow tired of this walk. We must be close.
Yes, just here. We must be on equal footing, you see. I don't trust Templars any more than you must trust me.
Well, if I had known you were so skittish, I'd have brought you a bouquet of flowers.
Oh, I don't know why I bother. For the money, I suppose. The vast sums of money. You say you came alone, Torres?
Not alone, but certainly without colleagues. I took passage aboard a British merchant's brig.
Ah.
Now's the time.
No. Not until we see the sage.
Here's a quiet spot. I'll see the money.
This is a portion of the ransom. The rest is close at hand.
It pains me to traffic someone of my own race for profit, Mr. Torres. Tell me again, what has this Roberts fellow done to upset you?
Is this some form of Protestant piety I'm not familiar with?
Perhaps another day.
What?
Next time, see to it that we are not followed. Deal with this!
You cocked up my kill, Kenway.
For a better cause.
You lost your chance, man. I'm going after Prince.
Kid, no!
Jim, stop!
Not this time, Kenway.
Come on, man! We can work this together!
You had your chance.
The sporting gentleman.
Stay your blade, kid! Wait! Jim, stop!
Damn you, old scratch! Keep your natty hands off me!
I can't let you kill those men, kid. Not until I found the sage.
I've been stalking that pig for a week now, charting his moves, and here I find not one but two of my targets, and you rob me of both.
Patience, man. You'll have your kills.
When I locate the sage, you're helping me take Prince. Got that?
Hey there, Literature. Good morning to you. Welcome. And thanks for redeeming the random Assassin's Creed character quote, too. Alright, so I've got Assassin's Creed character quote. Still thinking like an assassin? This time, I have the plan. Oh, and what would that be? Think like a Templar. So that's from Assassin's Creed Unity. That's between Elise and Arno.
Fancy uniforms. What game does he play with such arms here?
And but later that day, we might have gone too far.
His cockles are brass to bear that out, yeah?
Wouldn't you prefer meeting in a pub?
I came to Kingston chasing a target. Getting pissed ain't a priority.
We could work together on this, you know. It's Lawrence Prince you're after. I want his prisoner.
We're after the sage as well, Edward. Careful who you cross.
May the best man win.
There's guards patrolling that property from end to end. Looks to me like they use bells to signal trouble. See there? We'll want to disable those before pushing too far. With so many men about, we can't rely on stealth alone, so... I'll do what I can to distract and draw their attention, giving you a chance to cut them down. Ready?
Your name's not James, is it?
Not most days. Come on. If you see Prince before I do, kill him, and there'll be a bit of coin in it for you. All right?
Damn, man. How is it you're a woman?
Christ, Edward. Is that something that needs explaining? Now, I'm here to do a job. I'll let you be amused later.
And do you think that happened to you two at the same spot? Yeah. Mary's running around in circles. Alright. At certain points in this game, in the spirit of doing a pirate-focused playthrough, we're not going to worry about stealth.
You there! Alarm! Help me, damn it! I got a shot!
Hey, wasn't that Spanish fella that come up here for a visit? Torres.
You didn't hear what happened? He was attacked by a couple of brigands on his way here. Buccaneers or the like. A nasty business.
Jesus. Is he alright?
Slipped away from what I heard. Prince ain't too happy neither. Attack him!
I think I can hit him! Intruder! Help! I think I can hit him! What a joke! Valiant attempt, Cobbs!
Nothing.
You there, hold!
I'll teach you! I've got a good line on it! Alarm! Rouse yourselves, you dullards!
Ha! You won't take it away! You think you
Stop
can
there!
escape us?
Alarm!
Alert!
Haha. He fell down to his own death.
Get the intruder! He's trying to give us the slip! Hold! Stand your ground!
Please, I've been shot. I need aid.
Christ, Thompson, look at her. She's hurt.
Dreadfully, sir. I'm poorly.
All right.
I'm faint.
Take an arm, lass.
Bless you, lads.
Ember, never trust a woman when you are in guard duty, or anyone who is pretending to be sick.
You, stop.
Get back here! Do as he says. Hold right there.
Say something, boy. This ain't no time for shatter, you hear?
I ain't saying nothing, sir.
Ember, if it's a man, you think everyone will just drive him away anyway? Well, not necessarily, because
Once more, and it'll be the last damn thing you ever see.
No problem here, sir.
could do something like, you know,
Put you back into
because some people can throw up on purpose. Could easily just do something and distract them by throwing up on the ground near them, and then when they're going over to see if you're okay, that's when you go or something. You never know.
Why hang over me like a leering crow? To see an old man suffer?
You've caused no small portion of suffering yourself, Mr. Prince. Retribution, I suppose.
You absurd cutthroats and your precious philosophy. You live in the world, but you cannot make it move.
You mistake my motive, old man. I'm only after a bit of coin.
As was I, lad. As was I.
As was I. As was I. Get over yourself, Prince.
Heads up, Kenway! I found your man!
I remember you. The Templar from Havana.
I'm no Templar, mate. That was just a ruse. We've come here to save your ass from this slaver.
Save me? I work for Mr. Prince.
Well, then he's a poor man to call master. He meant to sell you out to the Templars.
Oh, you can't trust anyone, it seems.
Roberts!
Let's move, Kenway! Run! See you on the other side.
I've got a clear shot!
He's trying to lose us!
Push him to the right, boys! He's mine! And a clear shot!
Buster! He's getting away!
I'll enjoy this!
Keep to either side!
Oi,
boys.
alarm! Help me,
Intruders! I need some help here!
You're the tire!
Alright, time to fight him like a pirate.
Cut off his retreat!
Ember, for some reason you're not as kind to men as you are to women, even though you yourself are male. Well, this is the thing too with like human interaction as well, is there's also going to be certain things that people can pick up on and then use either against you if they have ill intentions, or can actually use to help you, because, you know, there might be things that you're not aware of as well. This line was really good. You're surprised it didn't make Edward think about his ways. As was I, lad. As was I. Yeah, I mean, it is a good point as well. And while Edward is someone that wouldn't want to take people as a slave, or, you know, finance slavery or support slavery, he is doing things that are putting money above others and other things, to the point where certain people, Edward doesn't care about those people so long as he's able to use them to get money, you know, and all that kind of stuff.
Lost your man again, did you?
Aye. Roberts is a devil with a queer aversion to kindness. I suppose that's 2 men I've lost today. So, what's your real name, lass?
Mary Reed to my mum. And them I call friends. But not a word of it to anyone. Or I'll unman you as well.
I love that wink. Amber, you're trying to remember the name of the quest. Oh, you were? Yeah, unmanned. Hey there, Ozjim. I love that whole interaction there. Obviously, there is a serious side to it, because Mary is trusting Edward. And the fact that she says that only her mother and those that she calls friends, you know, can know her true identity, it really shows that she does trust Edward quite a lot with that. And of course, the little wink at the end is just to basically be like, I am being serious about what I said, but I trust you, you know, so it's all good.
That's straight Captain Kenway! Shit! Pyra! Pyra, run! That's straight Captain Kenway! Shit! Don't kill.
Jim, in real life, Mary Read died in prison. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely stayed true to that in this game. Oh, it's alright, Ember. My Assassin's Creed streams, you can talk about spoilers. In fact, I've got a tag on the Assassin's Creed streams, franchise spoilers, which means anything in the series can be spoiled, no matter what game's being played. No matter what game in the series is being played. And you're wondering if Jim 1965 knew. Oh, I gotcha. But yeah, my Assassin's Creed streams for all the games, I or people in chat can talk about spoiler stuff. Like if I'm playing this game, you can talk about spoilers for any Assassin's Creed game, and the same for whatever other game I might be streaming. But yeah, it's a drag to always think about not spoiling about any game. Yeah, you know, and there's some streams where I have spoiler tag on, but it's not franchise spoiler, which means obviously if I'm playing,
back ahoy!
Like if I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2, for example, I might have the spoiler tag on it, but it doesn't cover Red Dead Redemption 1. Unless I, you know, point that out. Let's go back to Nassau.
Another?
A rum flip this time.
And where'd I find fresh eggs in this wretched town? There's little else but piss and insects.
Aye, we're working on that.
Dear lady, what do they call you?
And when they're sober, a jilt when they're sauced, but never lady.
Well, good Leanne,
Bag of shite! Do you hear me? It's a bag of bloody shite! It's a ruse to keep us soft before they attack Nassau. You'll see, mark me.
It's no ruse, Fiend. I heard it straight from the mouth of a greasy Bermudan captain. There's a pardon on offer for any pirate that wants it.
Ruse or no, I think it's plain the British may return to Nassau, with arms, no doubt. We'll need a plan.
Walk with us, Kenway. There's trouble brewing.
Yes? Yes, what is it?
In the absence of any clear ideas, I say we lay low. No piracies and no violence. Do nothing to ruffle the king's feathers for now.
Preserving the king's plumage is no concern of mine, Ben.
It will be when he sends his soldiers to scrub this island clean of our residue. Look around you, man. Is this cesspool worth dying for?
Aye! It's our republic. Our idea. A free land for free men, remember? So maybe it's filthy to look at. But ain't it still an idea worth fighting for?
I can't be sure. But when I look on the fruits of our years of labor, all I see is sickness, idleness, idiocy.
Not a sunbeam of difference between here and London, then, eh?
Thatch is right, man. But taking a wide view, we're not doing so bad out here. There's sun, rum, and leisure as far as the eye can see.
Aye, Nassau may look fine from a distance, but at its core, there's a disease I cannot stomach.
Sickness can be cured, Ben. If only you have the right medicine.
But a corpse cannot be reanimated.
I can't believe the shite I'm hearing drop from your lips. Why not take the pardon now, and be done with it?
Peace, both of you. We can satisfy both aims if we work together. Find medicines to ease our burdens here, but in a way that don't attract the British.
I wager the nearest doctor is sitting pretty in Havana. Not a place I mean to go.
But the Spanish fleet that sunk 2 years back would have some medicine. All sealed up in glass vials.
You'd need a diving bell to reach those depths.
Aye, and with some coin and a few supplies, a diving bell won't be hard to come by.
This is a plan I can stand behind. Find medicines without stirring up trouble. Agreed, Thatch?
Agreed. Aye. I'll meet you near the wrecks as soon as you're able, Kenway.
Remember, Thatch, keep your cannons corked.
Piss off, Ben!
Ember, on your second playthrough, you played the modded version. So what was that like? What kinds of mods?
What might you be requiring?
That's right, Jim. Yeah, we got past that part where you get the blowpipe. Ember, preserving the king's plumage is no concern of mine, Ben. I like that line too. It makes no sense to you why king's men are already in Nassau and why they don't do anything about it. If the king's men are here already and they can't do anything about it, that already means the king is in power here. Sure, they don't want to attract the British, but if the king is here already, they already have the attention. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure the ins and outs of that because you've got like their own king, you know, like the King of England, and then of course there's the Spanish king as well. And earlier in the game, basically it's said to go after ships that, you know, aren't British ships, because then that won't cause the British to go after them. However, obviously you can go after British ships. It just means that you'll get a like a wanted thing happening when you take out those kinds of ships and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, as for Nassau as well, I guess it depends on where it falls. Like whose kingdom and authority does it actually fall under? Does it fall under England, or does it fall under Spain, or, you know, is there another sovereignty as well that has it too? You tuned colors, added ray tracing, and changed lighting. It was awesome. Oh, that is cool. Yeah, it's good to be able to play things with a different aesthetic visually as well. Okay, so we've reached the point in the story where we are allowed to buy a diving bell, and this will allow us to go to all the other diving bell locations in the game. So what we're going to do is buy the diving bell, get that bought, and then we're going to do the next memory, of course. I'm going to be streaming for about another hour. Currently up to sequence 6. I think sequence 7 is when we get landlocked as well. Or it might be sequence 8. Oh, it's Jim, your favourite part, not the sharks. That's true, not the sharks.
Captain has the helm.
Oh, really, Ember, about the plans for the Jackdaw? I didn't realise that.
Clews down! Catch some wind!
Crowd on all the sail we have!
Hey boys. Oh, as I was going to Derby, 'twas on a market day, I met the finest ram, sir, that ever was fed upon a. That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, lie, lie. This ram and I got drunk, sir, as drunk could be. And when we sobered up, sir, we were far away out at sea. That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, lie, lie. This wonderful ram, sir, was playful as a kid. It swallowed the captain's spyglass along with the bosom's fid. That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, lie, lie. Tonight was very rough, sir, the wind like ice did feel. He borrowed me suit of oilskins and took me trick at the wheel. That's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, lie, lie.
Devil in his hole, Thatch. This is a darling galley. 32 guns, is it?
I lost count at 40.
You've stepped up a rung. So, any luck finding medicines here?
Nothing round this spot, sadly. But there's a few wrecks yonder that ain't been scoured by nothing but crabs and coral.
I'll have a look. Edward? Edward, is that you? My goodness, the West Indies is a compact place.
Hello, Bonnet. A surprise seeing you out here?
I met Mr. Thatcher a month or so ago, and he offered to take me under his yardarms, so to speak. Says I must wash the hayseed from my hair before I'm a true pirate.
Well, good luck to you then. Worse men have become better under Blackbeard's watch.
Ember, if you play Black Flag once, you don't have to get the plans again if you get them once, which means you don't have to deal with the sharks every new playthrough. Well, you didn't have to on your second playthrough. Hopefully that was it and not some mod. Yeah. I mean, it's got me thinking now. Lost count at 40. It's a great line from Blackbeard. A lot of guns.
Look at this now.
There's something. Reef the topsails and get.
To save having to come back to this diving bell location later, I'm going to get all the things I need to get. Except the Animus fragments. That's not part of this playthrough. And then no wonder Ben was so concerned about Thatcher's guns. That's true, like, he's just got so many. I was assuming a lot of ammo to keep on board for those cannons. Absolutely, and you have to think too about how much all that would weigh and how much more the ship could actually take as well. I am Harbinger, yes, so there'll be more than just this one. and the other ones that I've done. There we go, got all the treasures in that location as well. Not worried about the animus fragments though.
Ahoy! Any luck?
I found one crate hidden beneath a school of sharks. Sadly, the elixir inside is quite spoilt.
Plague and perish. Will we steal medicines now?
Remember the pardon, Thatch. We're to be subtle.
Says Ornagold, a pirate, now too proud to call himself one.
He prefers caution to cannons.
Caution's nothing without charisma. Or if a man plays the fool, then it's only fools he'll persuade, but appear to be the devil. And all men will submit.
And would you be the devil?
For an audience. Aye. All a big show. Give your quarry something to fear. Some hellish thing from a fevered dream. And men will drop to their knees, pleading for their lord before all else.
Oh, God. Looks fine.
Of course it does. You can find a quiet way to acquire medicines. Tell me soon. Otherwise, I'll handle it myself.
I really love that scene. It's so damn good. I like how Edward obviously is unfazed. He's like, looks fine. And then Blackbeard's like, of course it does. Meanwhile, Steve's like, ah! he's still traumatized by Blackbeard there.
What the hell's happened here? Were you attacked?
Other way round. It were Blackbeard who struck first. Opened fire on a British man-o'-war, the pillock.
What in God's name for?
Still searching for medicines, but he's gone barmy if you ask me.
I'll bring him home.
Leave him, man. He's heaped this trouble on himself.
Clues up! Eat her stick!
Captain, there's a wreck yonder. Looks recent.
I see it. Let's hope Thatch hasn't come to the same end.
Another bit of wreckage, Captain. This is looking grim.
Aye. Keep your eyes peeled. Blast. This is getting well out of hand.
A dozen crates of medicine should not be so hard to come at.
That ain't my meaning. It's Thatch and Hornigold and this pointless feud of theirs. Can't you feel it?
I do, aye. But both men have their hearts in a good place. Both want the best for the people of Nassau.
But is that the best course for us? Saving a city that ain't worth much? We're not men made to govern. We take and spend and live heartily wherever we go.
What solution would you propose?
The answer's in wealth and power, not politics. If we found the observatory, we'd see enough money to buy the whole of England. Or it might be we'd lord over these kings and emperors like they was peasants themselves.
A lot of large talk, Captain. But is it your crew you sail for, or yourself?
I mean the best for these men, Ade. I do. But this don't sit right. I feel like I'm running errands, not living my life.
Fire! He's weak, he's right there, Captain! Fire! Ready to spit, sir! Fire! Look, Captain! That's where the most get Red! Hey! Call down and clue up!
Enemy making for us, sir! Frigates! Royal Bloody Navy!
Working on it!
This gale's got
fire! Clues down! Catch some wind! Trim the yards off the wind! Tops! Gallants! Royals! Studs! Fire!
It's all exposed! Take the shots, sir! Ready to fire, sir!
We'll be the death of you!
Fire! There, sir! Good shot to cripple her!
Fire! Fire!
She's vulnerable there, Captain!
Fire!
Keep out of her, Captain!
Fire! It's all exposed! Take the shots, sir!
Get them!
Wasn't planning to fight any ships in this mission, but
All but mains!
they shot first.
Loose main sails!
Hello there, Keone.
Eat her stick!
How's things?
More sail! All sail! The pretty one's mine, Jack! Hello, lovey!
Keep them off our decks! Defend our decks, my lads!
You'll be the sea dog's dinner!
Got him in my sights!
Give me a hand here! I think I can hit him!
No water! Pass them all to me!
If they come, just for us!
Stop running!
Ember, yeah, you don't want to sink many ships either unless they fire in you first. That's it, you know. I was just going to go on by and do the mission objective, but then the other ship's like, oi, started shooting. I'm like, fine. Keone, alright, how's it going? Oh, that's good. That's good to hear that you're going alright. I'm going well, Keone, sorry.
Unfurl mains, let's move! Come on, you slugs, man those sheets! Fall weather there, Captain! To that dude!
Ember, also your naval fleet was also there on your second playthrough. Oh, was it, Ember, your naval fleet? During missions, that has to be a mod. Because you can't have, like, ships helping you out. Normally. Oh, you mean the captain in the captain's cabin? Yeah.
All sail! Crowded dark skies and rough seas there.
You didn't have to build the fleet from zero again. Yeah. Yeah, that's good that you don't have to. I didn't actually realize also that if you have a mission being done in Kenway's fleet on one save file, if you start a new save file and get to the point in the story where you're introduced to the Kenway's fleet, any missions that you had going on your other save file, if they're finished, will actually also pop up as finished on the other save file. So I didn't realize it went to that extent until recently.
Damn, are you...
Mainly because I've never had any reason until now to have two separate playthroughs of the same game. Well, two separate playthroughs of Black Flag.
Mains out, let's go!
Where I could find that out.
Ease off the wind!
That's alright, the ship can take it.
Loose and catch the wind! Caution, Edward!
How far do I have to turn to get past that corner? There we go.
Get the mainsails into the wind!
With trouble blowing in!
Topsails, gallants! Loose
Royal
and trim!
Navy! Just the lone set, Captain!
Reef the topsails and gallants! Douse all sail! Crowd on every inch of... all tops! Enemy's firing!
Be careful, Captain!
Douse the gallants
wind is
and
picking
royals!
up nasty!
Clues up! Eat her sticks! Enemy's firing! Douse the royals and tops! As much sail as you can!
We'll need the carpenter to fix that!
Haul in the stunsails!
Alright, that's fucking enough. You fucking wanna play? Alright then, motherfucker. Let's fucking play. Let's fucking play then.
Cannon! Get out of range!
You're gonna fire the mortar? Oh, Jesus Christ, I tell you what. I just wanted to go and get the objective done. Don't have time to fuck about.
Loose all and trim sharp to the wind!
Captain, there's a wreck yonder. Looks recent.
I see it. Let's hope Thatch hasn't come to the same end.
Another bit of wreckage, Captain. This is looking grim.
Aye. Keep your eyes peeled. Blast. This is getting well out of hand.
A dozen crates of medicine should not be so hard to come by.
That ain't my meaning. It's Thatch and Hornigold and this pointless feud of theirs. Can't you feel it?
I do, aye. But both men have their hearts in a good place. Both want the best for the people of Nassau.
But is that the best course for us? Saving a city that ain't worth much? We're not men made to govern. We take and spend and live heartily wherever we go.
What solution would you propose?
The answer's in wealth and power, not politics. If we found the observatory, we'd see enough money to buy the whole of England. Or it might be we'd lord over these kings and emperors like they was peasants themselves.
A lot of large talk, Captain. But is it your crew you sail for, or yourself?
I mean the best for these men, Ade, I do. But this don't sit right. I feel like I'm running errands, not living my life.
Kearney's gonna find out. Osgin men, they need to die. Yeah. I took too long to start to retaliate because I was just trying to get further ahead of the ship, but they kept on annoying me by hitting the back of the ship all the time.
Ship coming off the...
Ade, see that? It's her, Captain, the Queen Anne's Revenge. And she's in a bad way.
There's no time for a vote. Thatch is outnumbered.
The crew will understand. Beat the quarters, lads! We're sailing into hell! Further, mate!
Thatch is overwhelmed. I'm going ashore.
I'll keep the Jackdaw circling.
You stirred up a nest of trouble, Thatch.
In service of a noble cause!
Medicines, I hope you mean.
Aye! The galleon nearby! And if we crack these lobsters quick, we might catch up to her! And all your book learning, prepare you for a scuffle of this sort, Mr. Bonnet!
Oh, not in the least, no.
For certain, there's more to be learned by doing than reading. Remember that!
Oh, God! Some aid here! Edward, please!
Hang in there, Bonnet. Keep your arms up and your back to the sea. You don't do nothing subtle, do you, Thatch?
Legends ain't born from mildness.
Gentlemen, our galleon has reappeared.
Heads up!
Back to my ship, quick as you please. She'll not slip away now.
Oh, this is too much!
I'll see you back to your Jackdaw when the smoke is cleared. But for now, I need a helmsman.
Call it out.
Loose the mains! And head straight for that bloody ship. We'll have our medicines in little time at all. Bear down on our Kenway!
She's weak, is right there, Captain. Captain, lands the mine there, she's Scorrel. Look, Captain, that's where the most tender.
Don't let her out of your sight!
Captain!
Blast! And the galleon's all but sunk!
I'm seeing the devil you promised, Thatch.
I'd have shown them my angel if they'd taken quarter! But there's no going back now! She's cracked, lads! Send them to hell! Find a captain and end this. Captain! And end this, Kenway!
You there! Stop! In me sight!
I'm not a man accustomed to murder, Captain. And if you'd taken quarter, you'd not be seeping now.
Suck a muzzle, gobshite. You'll be hanged and sun-dried, just as them there were in Boston.
The King's called for a pardon.
Captain, we've searched the hold. It's a middling take, but the medicine we found bears a Charlestown stamp.
Thank you, Mr. Hans.
We cannot resupply Nassau out here by force and accident alone. We should go to Charlestown for the lot.
Hello? Are we victorious? I fear I am not built for the fatigue and care required to live as a man of fortune.
Meet me in Charlestown. 1 month from today.
Sure thing, I'll meet you 1 month in real life from today. Thanks everyone for watching. This is where I'm going to end this stream. Just kidding. Different playthrough. I do have a unique playthrough going where I am doing that, but this is not that unique playthrough. For those who don't know, I'm doing a playthrough of this game where every time a character tells Edward to meet them in a certain amount of time, I actually wait that amount of time in real life before continuing the story. And so I did part 3 of that playthrough already. So the next stream for that unique playthrough will be the 16th of September in a couple of months' time, basically. Ember, did all your book learning prepare you for this sort of, what was the word? Did all your book learning prepare you for this sort? Yeah, I'm not too sure off the top of my head what the word is that he said, to be honest, Ember. This was pathetic. This ship is horrible against mortar because it didn't have one. Also, it's slow as fuck. Pardon me, that is so true. You weren't able to actually use mortars when you're using Blackbeard's ship. You would think he would have mortars on his ship, but nope.
Just hear the old man say.
Alright, so let's see. I've got about half an hour up my sleeve. Siege of Charlestown. That'll be that memory. And then there will come a point where we're actually landlocked. So I think what I might do is have a change of plans. For the next half hour, I'll do side activity stuff. In the next stream that I'll be doing after I come back from taking my break, I'll do more of the story in that stream up until a certain point. And then that way I can cover that amount of story progress that I wanted to do today, and still spend some time collecting stuff. So this next mission, we're going to leave this for now, and I'm going to go around and do some collecting of stuff and things like that for the rest of this stream. And then when I come back with my next stream, I'll do more story stuff at the start, and then there'll be a point where I'll cut off the story for a bit and do other things. Because I don't really have time before ending this stream to do the amount of story that I have to where I wanted to originally. So it's best to just stop here with the story while I can still freely roam around. Because sequence 7 you get landlocked for the whole sequence, and I won't have time to get that done, plus anything else that might pop up before this current stream ends. So I'll leave that story content for the next stream.
Is where the cocks do crow. We're all bound over the mountain. And if we drown while we are young, wavy Susiana, it's better to drown than to wait to be hung. We're all bound over the mountain. Oh, growl ye may, but go ye must. Wavy Susiana, if you growl too hard, your head they'll bust. We're all bound over the mountain. Up socks, you cocks, and her 2 blocks. Wavy Susiana, and go below.
Goes the gallants and royals! Fire! From all sails!
Oh, rock and shake, one more drag. Wavy Susiana, oh, bend your duds and pack your bag. We're all bound over the mountain.
All tops! Pull down and crew up!
Muzzle that duck, my trumps!
¿Qué provoca tal imprudencia?
¡Tú! ¡Detenedlo!
Alright, so I've decided not to worry about the Mayan steelies for this playthrough. Because what I want to do is save them for a playthrough of this game where I will actually make use of the outfit that we get for it. For this current phase of the celebrating the 10th anniversary, I wanted to stick with this outfit for the whole playthrough. There's no point going to the trouble of collecting them if I'm not going to actually show off the outfit.
Alto. No corras, que es peor. Vuelve aquí ahora.
He got caught on the wheel. Wonder if he'll stay on the wheel, actually. He has, cool.
Ha perdido el seso.
No escaparás fácilmente.
¡Alerta! ¡No te muevas!
¡Alto ahí!
¡Venga! ¡No bajéis el ritmo!
¡Alarma! ¡Maldita sea! ¡Ayudadme! ¡Alerta! ¡Alerta! No tengo nada que ver. Paciencia, chicos. Tenemos ventaja. ¡Por favor! ¡No! ¡No lo pienso perder! Menos que nada. No soy un guerrero.
¿Últimas palabras?
Perdóname. Por favor, señor, no me lastime.
Amigo mío, te tengo encañonado.
No he hecho nada. Por favor. Dios, por favor, por favor. No, por favor, no. Oh, Dios. No soy un guerrero. Solo soy un pobre trabajador. Perdóname.
Perdona a esta pobre alma. Soy inofensivo. Padre nuestro que estás en los cielos. Por favor, soy un hombre inocente y amable. No soy un guerrero. Solo soy un... No sé lo que le enfurece, pero...
No te muevas.
¡Tú, espera! ¡Quieto ahí! No escaparás tan fácilmente.
¡Alto!
¡Corre! ¡Oye! ¡Que Dios me lea!
Message in a bottle. Once I've gotten all those in the game, I'll be reading that information. And now we've gotten what I need as part of the playthrough. Hello there, Seni. Good day to you, dude. How's the pirating going today? It's going really, really good.
Looks bad.
I originally intended to do up to the part of the story in this stream where we have to get off of Nassau after we get landlocked there for a while, and then have the next stream after my break be just going around collecting stuff. However, there's not enough time for me to get that amount of story done before this stream ends, so I decided to just stop it where we got up to the point of Edward Thatch Blackbeard wants to meet a month from now. So I'm going to use this opportunity for the rest of this stream to do that kind of stuff. And then in the next stream after my break, that's when I'll do more story. Glad to hear it. Grace and Levy are also saying hi again. Hello again.
Loose mainsails! Clew up! Clew up! Bring it all sail! Gammon tight! Captain's on off!
Had something funny happen with the water wheel. Had an enemy that died and got stuck on it, and so as the wheel kept on spinning, they were still stuck to the wheel. I love when glitches like that happen. Hello, Gamerloop. I'm doing really, really good. How are you?
Split me.
Oh, that's excellent, Gamerloop. Glad to hear that. I'm going to be streaming for another 15 or so minutes, and then going to take a break and come back later. But I've done a bit of the story, and where I intended to get up to in the story in this stream, I'm not going to have time to get that done, so I'm going to use the rest of the time I have in this stream to collect stuff, and then at the start of next stream do the story up to where I was going to initially end it in this stream, and then get back to collecting stuff. Alright, that should be all I want there. Yep, chests and secrets.
gallants! That's a good shot to crippler! Throw those men! Fire! Awaiting! Keep the building, sir! Pull them down to hell, lads!
Let's have your cover!
It should have struck your colours! Now you all have to die!
Let's have your cover! Your bones, drinking your damnation! Let's have your pale one's mine, you hear? Success!
Unfold mains, let's move!
Into quarters!
Clues up! Eat her sticks! Fire! She's vulnerable there, Captain! Fire! Get them in! The yards off the wind! They're so exposed! Take the shots up! Loot! In the stunsails! Get the mainsails into the wind!
Shots ready to go! All sails loose and stays tight!
Go! Heave-ho! Heave! Heave!
Here's luck!
Ready to fire, sir! Let's send them to hell, lads! Ease off the wind! Look, Captain, the whole place shot there! Ready to... Cannon! Douse the gallants and royals! Fire! They're so exposed! Take the shots! Fire! All sail! She'll take it! Fire! Fire! Oh, there's a good shot to crippler! Fire! Quick as we can, sir! Please, catch the wind! Ground on every inch! Ha-ha! See? Ha-ha! We're making to hit them, sir! Bring them in for a steely kiss! Hey, morto!
Any who set foot here, die! You into bloody dogs! Keep them back!
Trim the yards off the wind! Reef! Shorten all sail! Let out some sail!
So,
but me!
We've received orders for to sail for old England, and we may never see you fair ladies again. We'll rant and we'll roar like true
Reef in, all top!
Rant and we'll roar all on the sauce.
Crew up top! Douse those names! Captain's fancy to swim.
Loose and catch the wind! Every lot!
Lowlands away, John. My love, she came dressed all in white. Lowlands away.
Sail! Get off the squall!
I dreamed my love.
Starboard, Captain! Looks...
In my sleep. Lowlands, lowlands away, John. Her cheeks were wet, her eyes did weep. Lowlands away. She came to me at my bedside. Lowlands, lowlands away, John, all dressed in white like some fair bride. Lowlands away, and bravely in her bosom fair. Lowlands, lowlands away, John. A red, red rose my love did wear. Lowlands away. She made no sound, no words.
Reef the topsails and gallants!
Hold hearty, lads! Furl those men!
It's your favourite song, Keone? Cool. Yeah, it is a good song. I like how in Syndicate as well they use it as a piano tune. That's the secret way to access the secret area in Kenway's mansion.
astern, look the weather in the lee. Blow high, blow low, and so sailed we. I see a wreck to windward and a lofty ship to lee. A sailing down along the coast of high Barbary. Are you a pirate or a man of war, cried we. Blow high, blow low.
Douse the royals and talk!
Oh no, I'm not a pirate.
Our sailors to reef in, all tops!
Sailing down along the
Bring it all sail, gammon tight!
Loose and trim too!
Now you're ready to sail for the Horn. Way, roll and go. Our boots and our clothes, boys, are all in the porn. To be rollicking randy dandy, oh. Heave a pole, heave away. Way, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cable's all stored. To be rollicking randy dandy, oh. Soon we'll be warping her out through the locks. Way, roll and go. Where the pretty young girls all come down in their frocks. To be rollicking randy dandy, oh. Heave a pole, heave away. Way, roll and go. The anchor's on board and the cable's all stored.
All but me! Fire!
Pull! Pull all sail!
Come breast the bars, bullies, heave her away.
Stop!
Way,
Eat her stick!
roll and go.
Fire!
Ship coming off!
Loose all, let's move! We're ready, sir! Caution, Edward!
Fire!
All enemy sail, sir!
We're going enemy firing!
Fire! Take a shot! Right there, sir!
We'll be the death of you!
Goodbye!
You'll be the sea dog's dinner!
Patience, then strike.
Send on deck, brothers! Any who set foot here dies!
Ship coming after us, sir! Cutter! Royal Navy! They're all loose!
Crowd it all on, lads!
Fire!
Easy prey for us, Captain!
More trouble, Captain!
Damn! Got the angle wrong.
Fire!
We're ready,
Yay!
sir! Careful, Captain!
Fire!
vulnerable there, Captain.
That cloud got us.
Fire!
Captain! We fire as many bullets!
Gallons! Fire! Yes, sir! Good shot to crippler! Fire! Ready to fire, sir!
Loose all and trim sharp to the wind. Pull! Reel the lovers in!
And tops! Full for all you're worth!
What an odious assignment. How do slaves... Hands in the water!
Is that some sort of training exercise?
Stand where you are! Stop! Intruder! I need some help here!
I'm leaving. I'm gone. Home. Get home.
Bastards in the sights!
Quick! He's right there! Keep the... Do it there! Hold there! Damn my luck, damnation! Get in! Damn, dear God! I've got to get away from here! Prepare to bleed!
I ain't got time to bleed. Motherfucker. Now we lose the bonus for stealing the, for looting the warehouse without triggering an alarm bell. I was too focused on doing the task of saving the pirates. And I thought I had covered all the enemies by knocking them out. I didn't realize there was another enemy not that far away who saw the enemies on the ground. But not to worry. Every little bit counts.
You, stop your life's at an end. Come back, you weak-kneed coward. Give over, he's vanished.
That'll do. And how?
Message in a bottle. And there we go, that is everything I want to get for this playthrough. Chests and secrets. At this location. Lizzie, oh my god, that song. You don't like it? That's fair enough. It's one of my favourite songs by The Police. And this is where I'm going to end this stream. Wanted to get this island done to what I needed. So I'm going to end the stream and I'm going to take a break for 1 hour and 15 minutes. I can't escape you, huh? Well, joke's on them, because I can just quit to the main menu. Ha! So I will be back in 1 hour and 15 minutes to do another stream of this game. I just want to thank everyone for watching this one. If you can't make it to the next one, that's completely fine. Thanks for watching this one. Lizzie, there's a few songs your friends overplay and that's one of them, is it? I gotcha. Yeah, that's fair enough if other people play a song too much in your presence. Would like to highly recommend people check out Crocodiles and Grace. Crocodiles is playing through Assassin's Creed Valhalla. He's doing a stealth challenge with that game. He's also got a playthrough going of Hogwarts Legacy as well. He's got a lot of funny channel point redemptions that you can get that have a lot of sound bites from Assassin's Creed games, but also other games like Red Dead Redemption, as well as Bully Maguire related meme sort of like redemptions as well. Great streamer, and Grace is also a great streamer as well. She plays games along the lines of Stardew Valley, and she's another streamer that has a great channel, also has a great vibe, just like Crooked does as well. So if you want some streamers to chill out to and enjoy the company with, highly recommend checking out Crocodiles and Grace. I just want to thank everyone again for watching this stream. I'll be back in 1 hour and 15 minutes to continue on. We're going to continue on the story up to a certain point, and then when I get to that certain point in the story, the rest of that stream will just be going around doing what I was doing at the end of this stream, which was exploring and getting stuff done as part of the playthrough. But for those who won't be able to make it, the next stream that you would see from me then would be Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. And if you see me streaming that game, then you know it's become Wednesday. However, I've got one more Tuesday stream left, and that will be the stream in 1 hour and 15 minutes of Black Flag. Lydia, thank you so much for the follow as well. I appreciate that. I'll be back in 1 hour and 15 minutes.